singing group Blind Boys of Alabama has been around for over 80 years.
Blind Boy of Alabama.
But one of its members, Ricky McKinnie, is from the Kirkwood neighborhood in Atlanta. He's been a member of the award-winning group since 1989. He's the business manager, a vocalist, a drummer, and someone you need to know.
And I wonder, can I get a witness this evening? Ain't God all right? Well,
So the Blind Boys of Alabama have won 6 Grammys and a Lifetime Achievement Award. Why has your music touched so many people, Mr. McKinney?
Well, I think the reason why our music has touched so many people is because we sing from the heart. What's from the heart reaches the heart.
You know, your music is strong gospel, strong quartet sounding. You don't hear that as much as you used to. I wonder, what has changed with quartet music? Why has the music of that era seemed to have disappeared?
Well, it's so much going on today, different types of music, praise music, they have contemporary music, but quartet music is traditional. It's the root of all the music. And then a lot of times in my beginnings, it was just the 2 guitar players, bass player and drummer, and as well as the singers. But now, since the organ has come into play and the synthesizers, a lot of quartet singers forget what's quartet. And we dress like I dress in suits, and now you might go to a quartet program and they're trying to dress like Kirk Franklin. And Kirk Franklin has his way, and quartet gospel music has its own look and its own style also.
So how would you describe the music that you do?
We sing feel-good music. That's what I would describe it.
Feel-good music.
Yeah, music that make you feel good. Sometimes people come to a Blind Boys concert and they be going through something, and they'll come to me and they say, Ricky, I was going through something. Well, your music touched me. It touched my heart. It made me smile when I was down. And so that's what it's all about, trying to make people feel good.
So why did you go with gospel music rather than secular music?
Well, I love soul music. Music of the 70s, Sam Cooke, Johnny Taylor, all those people, the stylistics and all those people. I love that kind of music. I love that music touch the heart. I like that hard music. But what happened was I was singing in a choir called Atlanta Community Choir. And one night in rehearsal, the drummer quit. And I told him, I said, well, they were all excited because we had a big concert to do on that next Saturday. And they were upset. I said, don't worry. I said, no, he's not doing anything anybody else can't do. And they looked at me and said, what? I said, yeah. I said, I have a band called Ricky and the Brotherhood Band. They didn't know that. So I played with them on that concert. And that same night, that's when I met John Boo Carter of the Soul Searchers. That's why I got started.
Wow. So you didn't lose your sight until you were in your 20s. You had glaucoma. How difficult was it to go from a sighted person to a person who was blind?
I lost my sight when I was 23 years old. And I was on the road with the gospel keynotes away from home. And I never really, to tell you the truth, I would come home and I always told my doctors that I could see. They said, no, Ricky, you're blind. I said, no, I'm telling you, I can see. I have what they call phantom sight, whereas when you're seeing so long, sometimes you can picture things in your mind. So I never got to the point that I thought I was blind. My aunt came to me one time. She said, on my first record, it was called Here I Am. She said, Ricky, you know what? I said, what? You're not blind. You just can't see.
And what does that mean to you?
It means that I might have lost my sight, but I never lost my vision.
And what is your vision?
My vision, God has been so good to Ricky McKinney. He's shown favor time and time again. So my vision is to just let God have his way, and wherever he leads me, that's where I'm going.
And you don't consider yourself disabled?
Well, I don't consider myself disabled because a lot of people say handicap. Well, a handicap is just a limitation, and we all have limitations. So, no, I'm not disabled. It's not about what you can't do. It's about what you do that makes a difference.
So on behalf of How Big Is Your Dream, our 2024 recipient of the Catalyst Award goes to none other than Ricky McKinnie of the Blind Boys of Alabama.
So I love the fact that when you're around young people, you really do encourage them. So what are some of the sayings that you like to share with young people?
Well, I just like people to know that, first of all, I'm not blind. I just can't see. You got to know who you are, what you stand for. And what I said earlier about, it's not about what you can't do that makes a difference. It's about what you do. And I've learned this, and this is one of the things I had to learn. Just because you're not the choice doesn't mean you don't have the ability.
Ooh.
Because there have been times in my life that they were looking for a sighted musician or a sighted singer. Or you'll find out that just because you have an education, it doesn't mean you can get the job. But you got to learn. It's in your heart. You got to know that just because you're not the choice doesn't mean you don't have the ability.
You have no bitterness about anything, it appears.
No, I've learned that bitterness doesn't change anything. Life is life. It's going to be what it's going to be. So you have to learn to roll with the punches and every once in a while punch yourself.
Last question. In your moments, what is your favorite gospel song?
Well, Monica, I'll tell you, in my life, I've had my ups and downs, but as long as I can remember in my heart, God is. No matter what the situation is. I heard a song that said, God is. And I remember that. God is, because no matter what you're going through, if you're looking for a healer, God is. If you're looking for a friend, God is. God can. My mom used to say, He'll be your mother when your mother's gone. Everybody know me now. I love my mom. He's been like a mother to me, because in time of trouble, and I remember that God is, and I look back on all the things that she said, and so my favorite song today is God is. But sometimes when I'm riding down the road and the devil get on my track and my mind start, not gonna get the devil but my mind start to drift, and I'm riding through Paris, I'm riding through some place, and people are talking about how beautiful things are. I sing to myself, God, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Gonna be a bright, bright sunshiny day.
You gonna sing a little bit?
Not today.
The Blind Boys of Alabama have released a new album. There's a new book about them, Spirit of the Century, The Blind Boys of Alabama. And they have a heavy touring schedule. Their website, blindboys.com, and their social media have all the details. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this conversation, check out the recommended videos on your screen and subscribe to Peachtree TV to see the latest from Monica Pearson One-on-One.